Coming up on Relatables. Why do men hat fish? Oh. Do you know what this is?
Yes. I pray to God in a couple years you have to start hat fishing.
Yeah.
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 Is that why you wore it today?
Yeah.
Yeah. That hairline?
Oh.
The Relatables party.
The Relatables podcast is hosted by myself, Oddie Clark, aka
Mummy.
and my partner in crime, Mr. Jake Craig, aka Daddy.
Yeah.
And Jake,
Yeah.
we have a confession.
What? Is this a confession session episode?
We are addicted to something. Do you know what it is?
Drugs.
Drugs? No, not drugs.
It's a type of drug.
It is a type of drug. I'm addicted to this phone, Jake. Are you addicted to this phone?
Very. You guys, we had a couple good chats about this on Patreon, actually, in the last couple episodes on Patreon. So go over there. It's $5 a month, $1.70, 25 a week, 17 cents a day. Support your boys.
What did you just say? You're like $1.17 for 85 cents a day. It's cheap as chips. That's all you got to know.
Cheap as chips. Is that
Yeah.
Australian?
Yeah, it's got to be.
Cheap as chips. Well, they know what it means.
They're not that cheap anymore. Chips used to be like $2 growing up. Fish and chip shop with your mates, gold coin, $2, and you'd get a bag full of chips. Chicken salt and sauce. That's reminiscing.
Anyone that's not from Australia, we call French fries hot chips.
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about right now is hot chips.
A day in the sun with your mates.
Oh.
Some hot chips after. All you needed was a gold coin from your mum or dad.
You hit me in the nostalgia.
Yeah, it was good.
That's
But that's not what we're going to talk. That's not what we're going to talk about today, Jake.
those were the days, man.
We are addicted to this phone, but we have a solution, Jake.
Yeah.
Let me introduce you to the Cat S22. Wait, ring me. Pretend you're ringing.
Ring.
Yo, what's up?
Hey, just checking what time we're recording today.
No, I'm busy. Sorry.
Oh, shit, look at this thing.
So we have gone out and bought dumb phones.
Yes.
And the whole purpose of this is to have a weekend phone to get off this and unaddicted.
Mate, look at it.
So this weekend, Jake and I are planning to not use our usual phones and only use this, which will get us off social media and everything in general.
Maybe we should, this weekend, have like some sort of alarms set or something to try. I've got something in my throat. To try and remember to just film how we're feeling.
Yeah, well, that's a good idea, to be honest.
Yeah.
You can film it on this thing.
What's a mic like?
So, Jake, here is yours. But before you open it, I have another confession.
What?
I might have fucked up
Why?
just a little bit. So, my SIM card is in it,
Yeah.
and it's not working
Oh.
yet.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
the reason I bought these is I did my research. Don't open it properly yet.
Okay.
Just, that's what I said before, man. Listen.
Well, you can't give me something new and then expect me not to open it.
I said, don't open it yet. Let me explain. Well, I want to see if your SIM card works in this because you're with Telstra, aren't you?
Yeah.
Optus isn't working.
Okay.
So the reason I bought these is I went on Reddit and they said you can activate them. But we
Yeah.
have two solutions. Solution one is your SIM card goes in and it works and it's Telstra and I'll just change my SIM anyway.
Yep.
Option two is we go into Airno and get someone to put in the settings to get it to unlock properly.
Oh, yeah.
'Cause-
So it will work.
Do you know it's only 3G?
Wait. It's only 3G?
Yeah.
So does that mean even if we want to use something, it's not going to work? 3G is so shit now.
Well, do they still use 3G? Like, are the servers still up?
Probably not.
If the servers aren't up, it doesn't work.
At all? Like, you can't even use it for a phone call?
So I might have fucked up. So we have to go through those steps, and if not, we can return them. That's why I
Yeah.
said don't open it.
Okay.
And we'll just go to JB Hi-Fi.
We'll just get a different one.
We'll buy an actual proper shit
Or
one
should we-
that doesn't have Spotify.
Should we? Because
No, we're not buying them. Man.
Oh, there's these actual ones that are called. What are they called?
What were they called? Nothing phones.
But they're about 600 USD each.
Yeah, we're not buying that. I felt bad because these were 200 AUD each.
Yeah.
And I felt bad. I was like, oh, fuck, maybe these won't even work, eh?
Oh, it is what it is.
But they're sick. So I set it up with Wi-Fi and stuff at home, which works.
okay, so okay.
So it's like
I think
workable.
here's actually something I have to say. a little Nokia a burner phone,
Yeah.
that works.
Yeah.
This is going to work.
Yeah,
we
think-
might just need to buy a specific SIM card.
That's what I think the problem might be, and hoping if we take it to
Can I touch it?
Optus. Yeah,
Give me yours.
Well, you're going to try to set your phone off after with that anyway.
Mate.
Oh, it's sexy, eh?
What? Look, guys.
I'm hoping it works. Praying to
So-
gods, the phone gods, please.
So right now, does it just not? You can't go into anything. Like,
No, I reset it too, like because I thought
mate.
maybe because I put my SIM card in after I connected to Wi-Fi and stuff, I was like, oh, maybe I'll just reset the whole thing again and then do the whole process again, but it didn't work.
it's full touch screen as well. It's a touch screen.
It actually works pretty good. It's waterproof, airtight.
What? It's waterproof?
Yeah, that's what it's built for. It's like
It's a back button.
Cat is predominantly like a
It's a truck company.
yeah, like heavy duty shit.
So this would be what their supervisors and like all the people, they would supply this for their workers.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I just need to try this up on my actual ear. Hello.
It's sick, eh? It's cool. Yes,
Dude, stop.
I'm hoping it works. Well, you can have a go after putting your SIM
We'll
card
put
in
my
it.
SIM card in. I got to find one of those little things to get my SIM card out.
Oh, that's a pain in the ass.
One of the Joanna will have an earring or something.
Yeah, facts.
Mate, that's so good.
But I'm keen to try and get off my phone, get unaddicted, and we're going to document the process.
Yes, we
tell
need
you
to-
our thinking. Maybe we'll write notes. Like, don't record our voices.
Yeah, let's write notes on how
Old
we're
school.
feeling.
Yeah.
Yes,
And then read our
Oddy.
notes.
Yes.
See, I'm already getting healthier.
Oh, I heard on the radio somewhere that's great for you. Well, I've been doing it for a little over a month now, and you've just started today.
I bought a notebook.
Oddy bought a notebook, and we've been doing to-do lists.
Jake's got me onto it. I told Jake before this that I started writing notes, and then my notes for the day were edit Patreon, watch Stimulated, and I was like, kind of seems pointless.
I don't think I'm going to forget to do that. But I've been putting in mine. So I'll put the work that I want to do for the day,
Yeah.
but then I'll also put go grocery shopping,
Right.
change the bed sheets.
So I got to get more intricate.
So I'll have 10 things I want to do in a day.
That makes
but
sense.
some of them take 2 seconds.
Yeah.
One of them could just be to remember to call Telstra about something, or call the landlord needs to be emailed about something. You know, just little simple things because I forget otherwise.
Yeah, you do forget. I don't forget, but I'm thinking it might help my like brain capacity because I'm feeling held down.
Yeah.
There's too much to think about in there. Yeah.
And sometimes do you feel like if you get a message or something about something, do you think, well, I want to do it right now so I don't forget?
Yes.
Has that ever happened to you?
all the time? I'm like,
And then-
always I'm falling asleep and I was like,
Yeah.
oh, I better write this down or else I forget.
And then you almost stress yourself out and seem more busy than you actually are. Because I'm happy to admit I'm actually probably the least busy person alive. Like I write a to-do list with 10 things to do each day, but 50% of it's work.
Well, from the sounds of your to-do list, change your sheets, mate. It's
Like little things.
Yeah.
I would literally not do it if I
Really?
didn't write it down.
Really?
I would fully forget to
Don't
do
you
it.
like just look at your bed and be like, oh yeah, I remember to change my sheets?
Fuck no. Well, 'cause I
Really?
make my bed each day.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I look at a clean bed and it won't cross my mind I need to change them.
Fair.
How funny.
I'm going to start doing that.
Yes, start doing it. And put gym on it.
Yeah, okay.
Put gym. If you want to cook like some meal prep that day, put cook on it. Just little things.
Simple.
Yeah.
Simple stuff.
And then when you check them off, you're just like feeling
No,
accomplished.
I hear it. I like it.
Good for the mental.
Yeah, I think it will be really good for my
Yeah,
mental.
good
We're all
for-
about health.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're leveling up.
Yeah. we are
Frontal
level-
lobe development.
Yeah, you might have an early onset frontal lobe development happening because you're not 25 yet.
Oh, I can feel it. I can feel something going on, Jake. Oh, yeah, I can feel it.
You let me know when you tell some kids in the park to stop swearing, all right?
I'm actually planning to go for a run after this. I might see some kids kicking a ball where they're not meant to. Hey!
Okay.
Stop!
Wait. Is full frontal lobe development accepting that cyclists aren't that bad?
If that's the case, I never want to do that.
I might get my frontal lobe cut out.
Cut out. I reckon I have frontal lobe development from my bedtime. And like when people play loud music around my house past 10 p.m., I'm thinking about going over there. Some of us have to go to work.
Mate, I picked my younger sister up from the airport today, right? On the way here.
Yeah.
And I just asked how the family's going, how she's going. And then I said, how's Ethan going? Who's my younger brother.
Yes.
15. And she said, because Joanna had just gone to Queensland to see him, and she said, oh, you know, Ethan's in that phase. He's in a phase.
Puberty.
Yeah. And I said, oh, Joanna said he's in a phase. And she goes, yes. Oh my God, he's such a pain. Like Dad and Kate, they can never do anything right. He's always mad at them. She goes, he sleeps in until 1 p.m.
Really?
He's on school holidays, but he sleeps in until 1 p.m. And I was like,
What time does he go to bed?
I was like, he must be going to bed at 6 a.m.
Yeah, legit.
And so when you bring up bedtime, I was like, trying to think of the last time I went to bed past 11.
Especially because you don't drink.
Yeah, and so I couldn't really think of a time. And I've been going to bed like 9.
Yeah, I go to bed at like 9:30, 9:45.
Yeah.
Every night, and I love it.
And mate, you know what? Ethan needs to listen to this podcast.
Yeah, you should put him onto it.
Up his health.
Up his frontal
Going to
lobe
bed at,
development,
like,
mate.
Going to bed at like 6 a.m. is insane. I don't even think I ever did that when I was young.
Making it relatable, but I don't think I ever did it either. But I definitely didn't have the same appreciation for sleep back then. Like, he probably doesn't know what it's like to feel like shit after having a good
Well, he
or
probably just
bad
always
sleep.
feels like shit.
No, or you probably.
He just always feels like
But
shit.
also at that age, you always just have so much energy. Like you didn't get
bounce back.
You didn't get hungover. Like you used to drink 20 or a million beers. Next day you're like, oh, I'm ready to go to the gym. But now six pack of beers and you're like, I'm never doing that again.
On Saturday, Joanna came to Sydney and stayed at Beth and I's, and we went out for dinner. And Joanna had 1 Aperol Spritz, and Beth had half of a margarita. Beth was sweet, but Joanna said the next day she woke up feeling hungover.
She's old.
And I was like, bro, you fucking, that's sad, bro. Oh, it's freaking crazy.
And she's like 27. So
yeah.
I'm just looking forward to 25 and my frontal lobe development happens.
Yes.
But I reckon we can show a bit of our new lobal development in the IG question of the week, Jake.
Yeah, buddy.
I want you to explain this, actually. You'll do a better job. It was your idea.
Oh, okay. So it was, this RG question actually came from Beth, and it started off as a joke, and it was like a finish this sentence, and then I started the sentence on the Instagram with why do men, and then everyone could finish the sentence.
Very broad spectrum.
Very broad spectrum.
Yeah.
And I mean, the answers kind of show it. Show it for what I found, at least.
I like that because it would keep everyone on your toes because you don't know what's happening.
Exactly. Yeah.
You want to start?
I'll do the first one. Why do men always miss the toilet bowl? And then in all caps they wrote, "It's huge."
That's not how it works.
Hey,
we can actually give a little bit of insight here.
yeah.
Oh, it's different for you too. Fuck, this might be TMI. When you have a foreskin,
Yeah.
and it's not pulled back like the perfect amount or like in the right angle, it'll spray a little bit everywhere too.
See, okay.
So it's not about like trajectory of hitting it. It's like physically, like my anatomy is saying the stream isn't going straight.
Coming from a circumcised man who literally doesn't have a foreskin but still gets some spray, I can sort of relate. But it must be worse for you.
Oh, you don't want to know after a boner too.
Something.
If it hasn't come all the way back, you're like,
something
I don't know where
about-
this is going.
Also, something about right after you've come.
Oh, that pee hits different.
It's like it glues it shut semi a bit. And so the pee has to like open it out.
Story time.
And then it just goes pss, 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 and you don't know what to do.
Story time. This is fucked. Jake just mentioned he got back from picking his sister up from the airport and then came straight here, like an hour and a half drive. And I was already at the studio waiting for him, with just talking to his sister and stuff. And he comes and goes, I gotta go take a piss.
I had to piss since the airport. It's nearly a 2-hour drive.
And goes straight to the toilet. You hear the stream. He doesn't close the door. And then like pause for a solid 30 seconds. And then he just goes, oh. And me, Joanna, and Jake's other sister Haley, who's like, how old is she? 17?
18.
18. Just like pause. I'm like, are you okay?
It's just like, I don't know. Have you ever had to piss so bad and you want it to be coming out with the strength of a fucking furying river with a glacier running into it, but it just straight away it doesn't happen like that.
It kind of hurts.
It kind of hurts a little bit.
Yeah, your bladder's like, thank
About
God.
halfway through, I really let it go.
Yeah,
my
yeah,
body
yeah.
really thought, okay, we're safe, and that's when it started to feel the best. So I was like, oh shit.
You sounded like an 80-year-old man. You're like, oh, you almost orgasmed in there. I would have thought you had.
I
like,
nearly did
just had a
orgasm
wank
in
or
there. It was
something.
fucking great, bro. It felt amazing.
Alrighty. Why do men have the audacity?
Oh, facts. That was so popular.
I don't have the answer either.
I have no idea.
Yeah, neither.
I actually have no idea. Men just they're born with it.
Yeah, audacity. It's a word too.
We're just born with the audacity.
Yeah, I know.
Audacity to do anything as well.
Yeah, too much audacity.
Yeah, the audacity to mansplain.
The audacity to moan after taking a piss.
The audacity to leave the door open while pissing. The audacity to try and argue that leaving the toilet seat up is normal.
The audacity to not make your partner finish.
The audacity to say, I just don't know what you want me to say.
The audacity to not go up and knock on the door on a first date.
Or the audacity to honk.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, the audacity to cry when caught cheating.
The audacity to text
Oi.
just here when I'm out the front.
Next IG question is, how do we word like audacity and get them to go from that? What do men have the audacity to do? Or something like that. I don't know.
We'll figure something out.
Yeah, that's
mental
a good
note.
one.
No, the frontal lobe development, man.
Exactly.
We normally don't come up with ideas on the spot like this. We got to think about it.
That's a good point, actually. Yeah, they rolled off the tongue. That's scary and good.
Yeah.
Scary because that's our gender.
I feel like we're becoming like Darth Vader or something. Yeah, I just finished Star Wars, so like I'm in my Darth Vader era. Started watching Mandalorian again.
Is it just as good the second time?
Yeah. Well, I forgot about it because there's 3 seasons. So the first season, I'm like, oh, I forgot about this.
The first season would have come out in like 2020.
And now I know it's Pablo Pascal. Like it's
You don't know forever.
Yeah, when we first started, like I didn't look up who the casting was. But now that I know it's him, it's even better because he's like sexy.
I'm going to save you too.
What?
Pedro Pascal.
Well, okay, sorry.
You said Pablo. I was going to let it go, but I didn't want someone to comment and think that I also don't know it.
What happened to that shirt you own?
I wore it last night to bed.
Oh.
I wear it to bed all the time.
Right.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, that's a great shirt.
From you.
Yeah.
Why do men have birthdays? Because they never grow up.
Oh, that's intricate.
We have birthdays because we want presents and we have the audacity to ask for them, all right?
Yeah. We just want free shit. We still age.
Yeah, that's why we have birthdays. We have age. We may not grow up, but we age.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
There's a difference. All right. Why do men disappear like ghosts, reappear like submarines? Like, sir, it's not a stealth mission.
Fuck, intricacies.
Yeah.
Whoa, bro.
The girly pop's got intricate for this one.
That is, I mean, fair.
Yeah. That's what
Very
they do.
fair.
Like, have you ever... No, we haven't done that, but I feel like that's relatable for a lot of people listening. Like, guys, you think everything's on. And he just goes out of nowhere for like no particular reason.
Yep.
And then a couple months down the track, he's just like, hey, you up?
Fair.
Yeah.
And who gave him the audacity?
Yeah.
Why do men all put chapstick on the same way?
I had one like that.
Yes!
It's like, why do men put chapstick on wrong?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Is there a wrong way to do it if it's applied? You know what I'm saying? Is
that's-
there a wrong
that's
way to do
too
it
much.
if it is applied?
That's too much frontal lobe development there, mate. I think we just do it
I'm
wrong.
asking the hard-hitting questions is what I'm
Yeah.
doing. I'm asking the questions that they can't answer.
I just
has the same
I feel
effect.
like I'm giving the ick when I put chapstick on.
It has the same effect.
I've come to a conclusion that I would prefer to have dry lips than apply chapstick in public.
Fair. The only way to put chapstick on without giving someone the ick is to kiss it off your girlfriend.
Yeah. My girlfriend's been wearing that spicy shit.
No, bro.
And like, she just applies it and then gives me a kiss. And she's like, oh, sorry. I'm like, it's all right.
Oh,
It's all right. It's
I
not.
hate that stuff.
Yeah. Why do men that are barely 5s act like 9.5s?
Facts, bro.
And
Audacity.
I like how she said 9.5 because she knows 10s aren't real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's been through stuff.
She's a listener.
She's seen things.
Yeah.
She's been through stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Is in the girl world actually, do 10s exist? Is it the same rating system as a man's?
We've rated this before, like, I can't remember the exact list. It was like,
Again, it's about personal preference.
it was like 9s are unicorns.
Something like that, yeah.
We used like stupid analogies, like another magical creature was like an 8 down to a 7.
What is wrong with us?
I don't know.
Okay. I do this. I hope you do it.
Okay.
And you get it. Why do men like to just cross that bridge when they get there? Like you're not a troll.
Oh, wait, I can figure this out. Frontal lobe development activated. I don't deal with the problem until it has to be dealt with.
Yeah.
Is that it?
I mean, to be fair, good
Like-
way to live.
Yeah. Like if there's an issue and I know it's going to come up in 2 weeks, I won't deal with it now. I'll just wait the 2 weeks and then deal with it.
It's also based a lot off of if.
If it comes up.
If it comes up, that's when I'll cross that bridge.
It's living life on the edge, Jake.
Literally. I'm not going to create a problem that hasn't come yet. I'm also not going to fix a problem that hasn't come yet.
This sounds a little bit toxic, though. Like, if you've done something wrong and you're going to cause a problem, I think you should bring it up. But if
yeah, I'm talking about like, I don't know, maybe, let's think. We accidentally put a tiny little ding in the wall and Beth is saying, we need to fix it or else the real estate won't give us our bond back. And I'll be like, oh, just cross that bridge when we get there.
Yeah.
that's when I would use it.
I was thinking the audacity of men like slept or cheated with a girl's like friend, and in 2 weeks there's like a dinner together.
Yeah, okay.
We'll cross that bridge when it comes.
That 2 weeks it's an anxious 2 weeks for him. So the torture, honestly, he deserves it.
True.
Your turn.
All right. Why do men just fight air? Like literally just punch the air.
That's you. You haven't shadowboxed for ages.
I'm still the world champion, guys. I'm still the motherfucking world champion.
Oddie used to full shadowbox all the time.
I know, everyone was scared of me, that's why.
Damn, you stopped shadowboxing.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's just like I'll tell you a story. When I was in Bali so Indonesia has Silent Day. I told you about it on Patreon. Nappy Day.
Yep.
And the whole day you're not allowed to leave your villa. And we had a very nice villa that like overlooked very nice rice paddies. And you could see into like 3 or 4 other people's villas, right? Yep. Just like they're very far away. They kind of look like ants.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. But you could see him walking around.
Yeah. And I was looking at one of them while I was swimming in the pool. And this guy, he just went for a swim. Obviously, he had his towel around his waist. He still had shorts on, thankfully.
I wouldn't, by the way.
I saw him take his towel off, just drop it. And in the middle of his living room, just started going to town. If I wasn't in the pool, I would have filmed it. And I was like, every single male does this.
Damn.
And there was no one watching.
And also, here's the thing, is he probably doesn't do it all the time.
Nah.
He probably does it once a year. Yeah. And that's just the time that the craving or the urge struck.
The male audacity.
It was a good time.
Yeah, it was.
Whereas I'm trying to think, I don't get it that often.
He went for a solid 3 minutes.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, it was long.
Oh, he does it a lot. Yeah, he does it a lot then. I was going to say.
You don't really do it, eh?
No, I don't really do it.
Yeah.
Oh.
You should up that.
Up those numbers. Those are rookie numbers. Oh, okay. Now this is, I do this, and for good reason.
Yeah.
Why do men pinch and roll? Because it's better than scratching, okay? So much more efficient, so much more effective.
I disagree. You introduced me to the theory of pinch and roll.
Oh, you didn't do it?
No.
I wasn't even introduced to it. That was just something I thought I created that I found out the whole world does.
I scratch. We're talking about ball sacks too.
How tight is your ball sack? It's unscratchable.
What do you mean?
It's like loose skin.
Yeah, like you just like you don't like scratch it like an itchy scab. Like you scratch it just
Have
like.
you tried a pinch and roll?
I don't really understand the pinch and roll technique.
Just where it's itchy, you just pinch and just like roll.
I 100% don't do that.
Yeah, I do that.
Nah, I just like move it around, like put my hand on it, and like move it around and shit.
Nah.
Yeah.
You got to get the pinch and roll, like in the privacy of your own home.
I saw a lot of ones where like, why do we put our hands down our pants? It's comfortable.
Yeah, actually, it's good.
Yeah, that's like the.
I
only
saw a lot of
reason.
them too, and I was like, "You're asking a question that's already been answered. It's rhetorical."
Yeah,
it's like
my girlfriend does it, and I always try and take a picture of her.
She puts her hands in her pants,
like just like the top of her, like just like half her fingers.
That's hilarious
because it's warm.
That is hilarious.
And I always try and snap a picture. I'm like, "What are you doing?"
Wait, the funniest thing happened this morning. All right, so girls obviously do gross shit behind closed doors. Okay.
Pause.
Why? The reason you're saying pause is not gross, okay? It's just things everyone does.
Yeah.
But this is gross. It's really funny. So, in what situation would you have like a mad itchy inner bum cheek and itch it?
What situation? Maybe like after like a sweaty run and like I've let the sweat dry?
Yeah.
Something like that.
But where would you be comfortable?
To do that.
Yeah.
Set action.
Yeah. Like if you were first thing in the morning
The comfort of my own home.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
the bed's
in
a good
bed.
place, yeah.
Okay. So this morning, I got out of bed before Beth.
Yeah.
And I went downstairs, was fucking around. And then Henry was down there with me and I walked back upstairs and the door was open. I just like went in and she kind of quickly jolted and I didn't actually see anything, right? She like quickly jolted. She was in her pajamas. She was like fully clothed. And I just I didn't think anything of it. And then she goes, and then she started laughing and she goes, you just caught me scratching my ass. And I was like, and I was thinking, because that's kind of like equivalent of just hands in the pants.
Yeah,
she had an itchy butt crack and she scratched
That's
it.
not even that bad.
No, it's not that bad.
Not at all.
But it was funny. I was like,
It's funny that
I
she
wish I
owned
walked
up to
in
it.
2 seconds earlier because she would have been deep into it. Like fake nails and all, you know?
I bet you they scratch better too. The claws. We don't know
So
the feeling.
good.
Yeah.
No. Why do men ask for Snap at the ripe age of 32?
This is a reoccurring thing.
Yeah.
I think this is a call out for men. Snapchat should stop as soon as you finish school,
Yeah.
unless it's for the group chats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And unless Snapchat was to pay us, I'm going to say this right now, it just should never start.
Wait, one thing I don't understand is like these Snapchat subscriptions.
Is it like OnlyFans?
No. Just like you're a celebrity and then you have a
Oh, and people pay to watch your
Yeah, they
stories.
get bank on Snapchat, man.
What?
Like, have you ever been on your Snapchat and then you go to stories and underneath?
Oh,
it's
no, you subscribe to a story so you see someone's
Yeah,
stories
like-
because the stories go public.
just some random guy who's like making bank, and then I'm like, how did he start this? How do you become like?
Dude, yeah, no, people make millions of dollars on Snapchat from
Yeah.
because of like the ads that go in between there.
It's just a concept I don't understand. Like, I don't understand how you
Yeah.
start. Why do people start following you on Snapchat? Like, I don't get it.
They must just be really filming everything.
Yeah.
Absolutely everything. We actually we know someone, like we don't know them very well that personally. We met them before. I'll tell you after. You're not going to remember who it is, but we were told this person, because we were by old management, we were trying to get it convinced to get on Snapchat.
Yeah.
Because we make money. And they were probably going to try and take some of it.
Yeah.
That's why they wanted us to do it. And so they had another talent at the same agency.
Yeah.
And they said that this talent was making like at least $600 a week from it.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yes, I do remember.
Yeah,
I know exactly who you're talking
but
about.
they had to be posting, I think it was like 100 stories a day.
Me and Jake had this conversation, and we we're just like being relatable. Like, our life isn't exciting.
No.
Like, it's like everyone else listening.
Yeah.
Wake up, have breakfast, do some work,
Yeah.
go to the gym,
Legit.
might record. That's the exciting bit of the week.
Yeah.
And then edit all week.
Yeah.
I'm like, what are we going to take pictures of? My food?
I know, but it's like people want to see it apparently. Because I dare say that person's life wasn't all that exciting.
Yeah. I don't know. I just feel like Snapchat's just taking it to that next level. When I know everyone films, I film stuff on Instagram. It's slightly hypocritical.
I don't know though. I feel like if Instagram did it, I would actually post stories. It's because I don't go on Snapchat.
Something about Snapchat is just like childish.
And it's giving a bit of childish to me. Sorry to anyone that uses it. Maybe there was this certain like era of people that once all that was rolled out, they liked it. I wasn't on Snapchat when it rolled out or something. I don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. I understand what you're saying. It is a bit weird.
Yeah.
I actually have one thing to bring up that's quite funny.
Oh, okay.
So Jake doesn't have his notifications on for Snapchat, right?
Yeah. I don't have it on for anything but text messages.
Oh, right.
That's why I only reply to text.
Okay. Good to know. But
Yeah.
anyway,
Sorry, the tactic of that was to keep me off my phone. Didn't work. I still just go on my phone.
but when I'm like editing and I need like Jake's advice or something, I'll send him a text and being like, go on Snapchat. Yeah. Because it's the best platform to
Send a video.
Send a video.
Yeah, I'll give him that.
Yeah. Like, it's good for that. Anyway, I have Snapchat notifications on. So every time I say to Jake, can you go watch a video? He'll reply on Snapchat. I'll get the notification, and then he'll text me and go, just
Replied.
just sent you the snap. I've never broken it to you being like, I've got notifications on, dude.
Okay. Listen. Because
some motherfucker.
Because I remember for a while, I think you didn't know I didn't have my notifications on.
Yeah.
So then you were like, why don't you ever reply?
Yeah.
Because I took ages. And so then I was like, start sending me a text when you've sent me a Snapchat.
Yeah.
And I was just trying to do the nice common courtesy of doing it back to you of what I was getting you to do to me, because I actually was just 50-50 whether or not you had them on.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, if he doesn't have them on, he's not going to know I replied. So I may as well tell him I replied.
But I love seeing the double. Like, I see Jake Craig Snapchatted you, then like 5 seconds later replied.
So dumb.
And you're thinking like, oh yeah, I'm doing the right thing here.
Yeah, that's what I am thinking. I'm literally thinking that.
I'm just like this dumb motherfucker.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
Is it me?
Yeah, you go.
Yeah. Why do men not wash their feet?
Because why would you? The soap runs down.
It does. Those things are chat.
Okay. Most humans,
Yeah.
if you're not in a house, you're wearing shoes. Socks and shoes, might I add.
Yeah.
Most of the time. My feet don't get dirty.
Yeah, we're not raw dogging it.
All right? And also, the only things I scrub is the upper parts because that's where Beth or someone made brush shoulders with me.
Is that why you do it?
Legit.
Not for your own smell.
No, I don't smell myself.
Fair.
Everyone's always blind to their own smell.
Let's break this down with some frontal lobe development.
Yeah.
Like the water runs down so it hits your feet, but also the water pools a little bit at the bottom of the shower. That's soaps.
Yeah.
Like, do a little bath bomb type thing at the bottom.
My new shower is one of the bath showers.
Oh,
Not
mate,
gonna lie.
that's got an arch in it.
Exactly.
More water's just sitting there.
I don't rate it. I prefer the other type of shower,
Yeah,
but it
I'm
is
not
what
a
it
fan
is.
either,
Yeah, it's fucking so annoying.
Do you have to like step over it too?
Yes, it's such an ick.
Yeah.
Butt ass naked. And on like a cold day, it doesn't even hang down. It just.
I remember when Cassie lived in Sydney. She had a bath one. She had a bath one, and I was butt naked. You'd step over it, and then my head wouldn't fit under it. So I'm like half squatting to get my hair and shit. I'm like, if someone walked in on here, I'm such an ick.
The only thing good about mine is that you can customize the height.
Yeah, it's high
so
enough.
it is good. That's funny. Why do men have the longest, prettiest eyelashes for no reason?
Oh, yeah, I've been told that.
Same.
Can't do anything about it.
Audacity.
The game's a game.
The game is the game.
Yeah,
Man.
unlucky. All right, why do men pretend like they're not in love?
Good question. Really good question.
We don't have the answer.
I actually don't have the answer.
I feel like maybe because we're scared of our feelings.
Yeah. I think if that's the answer, I think I hate it.
No, I've got it.
What is it?
It's because we want to be seen as nonchalant. So we're like, oh, no, I don't like you.
It's a good point.
Yeah, we want to be cool.
It's a good point.
We're showing emotion men think isn't
part of the
cool.
game.
Yeah.
It's because it's part of the game.
It's part of the chase.
It's how we keep you interested.
Yeah.
I mean, well, not us,
Which is toxic.
but
Yeah, we say we, but it's not us.
we're pulling ourselves in that gender.
Yeah.
But I swear we don't do it, guys.
Yeah.
Why do men hat fish? Do you know what this is?
Yes. I pray to God in a couple years you have to start hat fishing.
Yeah.
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 Is that why you wore it today?
Yeah.
Yeah. That hairline.
Oh, hat fishing, eh?
Imagine like a couple dates deep. You're thinking you found the one. And then like date 4 or 5 is comfortable. Hat comes off.
Big old Devon patch. Oi.
If I had a Devon, I would shave everything.
Yeah, just go bald.
Like you can cop a widow's peak and just have like,
You can cop a Widow's Peak.
that's genetics.
Good old Walt Goggins. Have you been seeing him all over the place lately?
Who's Walt Goggins?
Walt Goggins is an actor. He's in The White Lotus.
Sounds like David Goggins' like cousin or something.
he's just a white dude. He's also in that show that was made off a video game, Fallout.
Right, yeah.
And basically, all these videos are coming out that saying like Walt Goggins is proving that hairlines don't make you sexy, aura makes you sexy. This man has aura.
Oh,
Fucking mad, dog.
fair.
Yeah. He rocks this Widow's Peak.
Shit.
It's so far back, bro. It's crazy.
At what point, like how far back until you got to shave it? Like how far are we talking?
I don't know. I guess not everyone's Walt Goggins.
I'm thinking like Teabag in Prison Break. Remember him?
No.
Really?
Is that a good show? I haven't watched it.
Prison Break.
Yeah.
Fuck, it's a show. After Mad Men.
Yeah,
man.
okay.
Prison Break is a show. I
Okay.
wish I could watch that again.
And
That's
I've never seen any of it.
That's one of the ones where like I remember everything. I can't watch it again.
Devo.
Yeah, but it's really good.
I hate watching shows that have a humongous twist in them because you can't watch them again.
That's what it is.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
The
Damn,
storyline
that's
is
Devo.
The storyline is too good that I remember it.
Wow.
Yeah. Like it starts to fiddle out. You know, like The Walking Dead, like the first couple seasons were good, and then
Yeah.
like it just kept going. You're like, how is this still going?
Yeah.
Prison Break sort of did that at the end.
Okay, so yeah, it's like they do a bit of a money grab season. They do
Yeah.
like 5 or 6 money grab seasons because people still watch it.
Yeah.
Whereas shows about like I haven't watched Breaking Bad yet, but apparently that one ended perfectly.
Yeah. Breaking Bad, I reckon, is like #1 on TV. You haven't watched that either, man. You got some
I watched
TV
the
to
first
watch.
episode and it didn't drag me in.
You got to watch it.
Okay.
Yeah, you gotta watch
Okay.
it.
Okay. Why do men round up when measuring height.
Isn't that what everyone does?
For our That's why.
Irrespective of gender?
does.
Yeah.
We think everyone does it. That's why.
Yeah, 100%. Moving on. Moving on. Why do men get scared of commitment in their 30s?
Oh, God. I know the answer.
Why?
Because we have birthdays and we don't grow up, but we do age.
I got 2 more. Why do men blow their nose with their hands?
Ew, what? No, if I was to ever do that, I do it and I really let the snot, like, proper snot rocket. I don't want it to touch my hands.
I do both and then just...
Really? Why do you do it? Tell us. Convenience. I love it.
Well, I only do it when like I'm in a scenario where I'm active and I'm going to go home and like wash myself. Like I wouldn't be doing like, if I was wearing these clothes, I wouldn't do it.
No. If you were out for a run,
Yeah.
at the start of last year when we were both going to do the marathon and I was running, during that, I would fucking snot rocket like a motherfucker.
Yeah, let's not like joke here. Everyone running has like done something and it's not just like sat on your side of your face.
Yeah. And your mouth has gotten all that real like mad sticky. You go to it and it just goes and it just right across your face. And it's like a Spider-Man's web and you're just like trying to get it off you. It doesn't fucking work.
All right, my last one. Why do men? Full stop.
So many people said that. Yeah. They were like, that's just it. Why do men?
Yeah.
Legitimately, why do they? Okay, everybody, this is super exciting. Welcome to the Relatables Baddies Book Club.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome to Relatables Book Club, where we will embark on a journey reading some of the finest pieces of literature you have ever laid eyes or ears, if that's your preferred way to consume a book, on.
Pause.
Yeah.
How did you make that? How the fuck did you make that?
Secrets.
I know you obviously did it in like Audition or something or GarageBand.
Yeah.
Do I want to know?
So I thought for some reason, this new segment of Relatables Baddies Book Club is hands down the most excited I've been for a segment since Dilemmas. All right? And I thought we need a proper opening. Now, that doesn't have to be it. I just was going to come week to week.
No, I like that, man.
Let's go! That's the opening to Relatables Baddies Book Club. I'm glad you like it. I was so excited.
Should I add at the end of it a court of thorns and roses?
Yeah, we can make a new. Each time we'll keep that,
and then
each time we'll
add the book.
Yeah, the book we're reading,
and maybe like the chapter. So we read 3 chapters.
Guys, A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas.
Yeah,
3 chapters deep.
I like to call her Sarah Jane Maas now that I'm on first term basis. Yeah.
Okay, so far quickly, I want to add. What do you think of the first 3 episodes, Oddie? Because I wrote notes.
I did. Mine aren't as long as yours. I've got like 5 words. Okay. Initial impressions. I want to say I've never read a book like this.
Neither.
It was a little bit hard to get into because the dialogue was fucking descriptive.
Okay.
And then after a little bit, I'm like, because we have to do it for Relatables, I was like, okay, let's get into this. Let's get in the groove. And I had to really like conceptualize the characters in my head.
Same.
And I really got into it. And I'm liking it. And I do have a few thoughts. But first impressions, I'm like, okay, this is new to me. But I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
That's the best way to put it.
Same.
I'm intrigued.
I don't know. I think right off the bat, my mindset was like, this is for the podcast.
Yeah.
So I want to be into it. So when we talk about it, I'm into it.
Yeah.
And so from the get-go, I was like, this book's the best book I've ever read. Before I opened it, I was like, this is going to be the best book I've ever read. And so far, I'm loving it.
Okay.
But I wrote down all these notes.
Yeah.
And these notes is just kind of like what we know so far. And I thought it might just help us both to talk about it. Okay. So A Court of Thorns and Roses. It is in this world, they live on a continent that consists of the Prithian and then also the mortal lands.
Yes.
Centuries ago, the high fae of Prithian used the mortals of the mortal lands as slave labor until a war broke out and was only stopped once an invisible wall was placed between Prithian and the mortal lands and a treaty was made. Now, the mortals that we know so far is the main character. Is it Feyre or Freya?
I think it's Feyre, but
Feyre.
I don't mind calling her.
Yeah, Feyre. She's the youngest daughter of 3. The the only real provider for her father and 2 sisters. She doesn't hate her sisters, but I get the sense that she's a little jealous of them.
I wasn't going to say jealous. I thought the rest of her family getting a free ride.
Yeah, see here, no, tell me, I'm going to say this because I've wrote like what I kind of think. You tell me what you think after I say it. So
Okay.
that's what I think of Feyre.
Yeah.
Is that, so she's the provider.
Yeah.
And that I get the sense that, because she talks about things that her sisters do that annoy her.
Yeah.
But she's not once hated them. She's never once, like she has said, I'm keen ads for them to be married off, but
to me, it sounded like she was doing it out of guilt because her mum died.
oh yeah, and her mum made
Her mum
promise.
made her promise to provide for the family, even though she's not the eldest daughter. Mm-hmm. And then she's like doing it because she made that promise to her mum who's died. But then, like, the back of her head, she's like, these girls are bitches.
Yeah. Okay.
That's how I took it, yeah.
And you're not wrong.
Yeah.
You are not wrong.
And then the dad's just like got a broken knee and isn't able to do anything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So Elaine is the middle daughter of 3. She seems to be a real girly girl who is always cheery and in denial about the fact that they are poor.
And apparently they're poor.
Poor.
They kept saying like iron something. They used to have, I didn't understand what that is.
I don't know what it was, but
It was like iron jewelry.
yeah.
I didn't understand
And so
that.
the reason people wear iron jewelry is to apparently the Fairy and the High Fae don't like it, but it's all kind of a myth.
Right. Yeah.
Nesta,
Yes.
the eldest of 3, honestly, just kind of a bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the vibe I'm getting. She's just a bitch.
Yeah. The sisters both were a bit. Yeah.
I reckon she's jealous of Feyre.
Yeah.
Yeah. The father, I don't think they've said his name.
I didn't take it into account if they did.
But I said I'm not sure they've mentioned his name. He has a bad knee and kind of just sounds useless because he used to be pretty rich.
Yeah. And so what I didn't get is like someone came into the house and then
It was like debt collectors or
yeah,
something.
but like they didn't explain what the debt was, and then they didn't have the money, so they just broke his knee, and then it took like 2 years to recover, and now he can't even walk like past a K.
Yeah, he still can't. Yeah, he's just fucked.
Yeah, he's just fucked.
And the cold weather, they're in winter now, and apparently the cold weather just like makes it flare up.
yeah.
Okay. And then Isaac.
Is that the one she slept with?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
Isaac is Feyre's secret lover. And he has just gotten married.
Yeah.
Getting the vibes that he's kind of hot, but nerdy at the same time. He's the son of a decently successful local farmer.
I got the vibe that, what's his name, Isaac? Isaac and Farah are going to sleep together and they're going to cheat, I think.
The vibe I get in near the end of the last chapter was that when they were in the village and she saw Isaac from a distance, she said something like, we don't try and fully hide our loving, but we do try to keep it discreet.
Yeah.
And so then she goes like, he kind of does a nod and walks into this empty barn. And then she says to her sisters like, I'll see you at home. So I think they did go fuck.
At the end of that chapter?
I think they go have sex.
Oh.
And then at the last paragraph is her saying, just at home sitting around the fire because now they're back home.
I took it as Isaac was going to get married. He's not married yet.
Ooh.
And I don't know if if engagement is a thing.
Yes.
So he's like, because they do like families, like, I'm going to marry Jake's family because he has good sheep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so Nesta, the bitch sister, has a boyfriend.
He's a wood logger,
And
chopper.
apparently he's the woodcutter's son.
Yeah.
And is apparently going to propose to Nesta.
Yeah.
But Feyre's kind of like, bitch, you have nothing to offer his family. He is not going to propose to you. He's just leading you on.
Yeah. No, he just wants that because she's apparently hot.
Yeah, she's supposed to be good looking.
They want that pussy.
Yeah, he just wants that pussy.
That's what the sister was
It is
saying.
what it is.
Yeah, that is what it is.
The game is the game in this book, apparently.
Yeah, I know. And okay. So
Now.
initial impressions, I liked it. I liked it. Very mystical, magical.
Yeah, I have 2 more.
Okay, sorry.
I'll read. So that was the mortals.
Yeah.
And of the Prithian, this is what we know, who exists is the High Fae.
Yeah.
Not much said yet, except that they're evil,
Yeah.
wield magic, are unkillable, and pretty much just beast all round.
With a high fray, they have that like magical barrier
So
that the mercenary was talking about.
Yeah, they're north of that wall.
Yeah.
And then also the Fairy, I believe, or the Fairy.
Yeah.
They're monsters that live above the wall, seemingly the pets of the High Fae, very, very hard to kill. Now, I believe that Feyre, at the start of the book, when she kills that wolf, it was a fairy.
Ooh.
That's what I'm thinking we're going to get into.
Okay. So I think Freyra, you know how she just sold the
Like
wolf
the pelts.
and wolf and deer skin
Yep.
to the mercenary.
Yeah, the mercenary.
That beast of a chick with like scars. I think
Yeah.
Freyra is going to become a mercenary. That's my prediction.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah, that's what I think. And then she's like, I don't know, do they hunt those magical, mystical beings?
Maybe.
That's my prediction.
Okay.
But I don't know how she's going to provide for the family while doing that.
Maybe she's going to fuck off.
Wouldn't blame her.
Neither would I, bro. Neither would I. Seriously.
Yeah. I also, I'm going sharp left turn. I reckon Freyra might have some same sex, like, funny business in this book.
Ooh, okay.
She's going to do some exploring.
I like it.
Yeah, I reckon.
I like what I'm hearing. I love it all.
The way she described the mercenary, like the skin tone.
She
and
described the
shape.
mercenary like it was turning her on.
Yeah, the shape.
did.
I was like, wait a minute, what are you doing here?
Whoa, good point.
But then she went and had sex with Isaac, or
And she's also
alluded to it.
She's like the same.
She could be bi.
She could be bi. She's the main provider for her family. She goes out and hunts.
Yeah.
She goes out and sells the pelts, the animal pelts to get money. She does everything.
Yeah.
So she has maybe that some masculine energy as well.
She's got a lot to offer.
Yeah. Wow.
And maybe some men can't realize it. Yeah. That the women would. Like, she's hot.
You never do know.
She's hot.
Mate, I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, Mackin, okay, I want to read, just for people that haven't read the book and are thinking of reading the book, I want to read just the last couple words from the last chapter that we read, last couple of words of chapter 3, which got me so keen to read chapter 4.
I was thinking about, well, maybe I'll read chapter 4 and like just stop my dialogue of talking at chapter 3 because the cliffhanger, man.
It's fucking. Should I just read this?
Ah, yeah, go for it.
Okay.
Get like a feel for the dialogue they're talking about.
Later, after another dinner of venison, which is deer, when we were all gathered around the fire for the quiet hour before bed, I watched my sisters whispering and laughing together. They'd spent every copper I'd given them. On what? I didn't know, though Elaine had brought back a new chisel for our father's wood carving. The cloak and boots they'd whined about the night before had been too expensive. But I hadn't scolded them for it, not when Nesta went out a second time to chop wood without my asking. Mercifully, they avoided another confrontation with the children of the blessed, which we should say something about after this. My father was dozing in his armchair, his cane laid across his gnarled knee, as good a time as any to broach the subject of Thomas Mandery with Nesta. I turned to her, opening my mouth. But there was a roar that half deafened me, and my sisters screamed as Snow burst into the room, and an enormous, growling shape appeared in the doorway. That's the end of chapter 3, guys.
The shape.
Isn't that fucking crazy? That's why I think she killed a fairy, and like his mates are coming to get her for it.
I was going to say, is it that mercenary chick coming back?
Oh shit! Is she that much of a beast though?
She's going to
Like
come back and be
roaring,
like,
or is she
I want to teach you.
a high fae, and they're magic?
Maybe. Oh, so you want to talk about those kids who are
Okay,
like,
so yeah,
what are they called?
the children of the blessed.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a real world situation. In this village, there's a cult like.
It's quite hard to conceptualize all the different terminologies in a start. I will say that. Like only 3 chapters in, I'm sure I'll get a swing of it.
Oh yeah,
But yeah, they seemed annoying and like they're trying to persuade people that
the high fae are actually good.
Yeah, and you can like worship them like gods or something.
Yeah. Like, and they were like, we sent our cousin to the wall and she never returned. She's the bride of one of the high fae, and one of them's like, bitch, she just got eaten.
Yeah.
Like what?
That was the one moment I liked one of the sisters.
Yeah, same. They were like,
Bitch, she's dead.
Like, have some sense.
It's funny because it's obviously like written as though it's like, I don't know, 17 or 1800s.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
then also some of the dialogue's like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just chilling.
Yeah, it's chilling.
Yeah, it's kind of funny.
Like, bitch, she's dead.
Yeah, and so Thomas Mandery, that name I just said, he's the woodcutter's son.
Yeah.
So Pharaoh was going to ask her something about that, but then we were interrupted.
Okay, so for next episode,
Okay, yeah. How many think I read them quick?
how many chapters? Do you want 5 or 10?
Let's do 10.
10 chapters?
Let's do 10. And what we need to do though after each chapter is actually no, let's do this because I think we need to do something to stay on top of it. Is let's do 7 chapters.
Okay.
Just one a day, basically.
Oh, right,
You know what I
okay.
mean?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
should we do if we do one tonight, and then up until
Well, I'm making
next
it for the
Monday
listeners.
night?
Just do 10.
Okay, we'll
Just
do 10
10
chapters.
yeah.
After each chapter, or after like every 2 chapters or something, we need to just write a couple notes.
Take some notes. It's a good idea.
Just so we can stay on top of it in our head.
Yeah.
Because we'll read a fair bit of stuff.
So I saw a lot of comments that were like, I'm going to read with you. So
Yes.
next episode, we'll be up to chapter 13.
Yes, we will. We will be, okay, yeah, everybody listen. We will be up to chapter 13 next episode.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Baddie's Book Club. What do you do
Oh,
to
I love it.
stop, close the book?
Do you want me to, oh yeah. Wow, what a good chapter. Mummy, aka Oddie, backwards.
Ooh,
I have a deep segment.
it's been a minute.
It's been 7 minutes, mate. Yeah. All right. If 1 minute is a week, it's been 7 minutes.
All right, pause. Are you all right, man? Just got to ask that first.
I am good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I am good. And
Okay.
I liked what I saw,
Okay.
what I found, what I heard.
What'd you find?
On the radio,
Yeah.
I saw a thing that said, it was titled, Relationship Stuff You're Getting Wrong Because of Dumb TikTok Influencers.
Okay, I like that.
So they give a statement and then they contradict said statement.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what I wanted to do was read them, have a quick chat about each one and see if we, agree with it. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, when you got to go, you got to go.
You're getting too comfortable on the pod. Last Patreon, you farted. Now you burped. What's next, mate?
I would like to add,
You're going to be pinching and rolling soon.
I've definitely already done that. I've definitely already done that.
Consciously do what I mean.
I would like to add to Patreon last week that fart was added in by Oddie. I did fart, but it was silent.
It was not. You know when you're like driving home and somehow you just like end up home and you don't remember any of the trip? Me inserting that fart was the same concept.
You had to actively think of doing it, you idiot.
No. Like just my natural instinct took
So
over.
you're always inserting farts.
No, just it felt
I think
right.
it would be
It felt
funny.
right.
Do you reckon it'd be funny to listen to an episode where just every now and then a little fart noise came up and you were just like, what, is that real or not? Which one? Was
We
that
should
real?
do an episode like fake fart counter.
Yes.
And whoever gets it right, like
They win something.
win some shirts.
First person to comment the right answer. You win something.
And we're not going to tell you which episode it is.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's just, yeah. Okay.
Deep, sorry.
Yeah, deep, Oddie. So relationship stuff you're getting wrong because of dumb TikTok influencers. They should love you unconditionally.
Okay.
They said, no, baby. Adult love is conditional and unless you are their parent. Mess up and keep messing up and be ready to lose them. No one has to be with you and you don't have to be with them.
I really like that. Like unconditionally implies that I can do no wrong.
Yeah,
Whereas people can definitely do things wrong.
exactly. Like you got to think of, like let's say your brother. You love him unconditionally.
Yeah.
If he cheated, God forbid, cheated on his girlfriend, you're not going to not love your brother anymore for it.
No.
You know what
It's
I
still
mean?
my
Like,
brother.
he's still your brother.
Yeah.
But
If your partner did that.
if your partner cheats on you, you don't have to keep loving them.
No.
It's kind of weird to say someone would think unconditional love is a
I've
thing.
never thought about that.
Neither.
That's good. I like that.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense.
It does, yeah. I mean, you would let them get away with a lot of stuff, though.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there's like a good point to catch yourself out where you're like, is this something I should bring up? Like, how do you phrase this? Like, I feel like in relationships, you like kind of, where am I going with this brain? Here we go. Frontal lobe. Come on.
Picking and choosing what to bring up and like have a tough conversation about. Is that what you mean?
Yeah. And sometimes you're like, because I love you, I won't bring this up.
Yeah.
But in reality, you should bring it up no matter what.
Yes.
Yeah,
Agreed.
yeah,
Agreed.
yeah.
That's something that I've admitted to working on.
Yeah. You are.
I'm getting good at it. Next one is true love will be easy. That's the statement.
Who says that?
I think a lot of people do think that if it's the right person, it will be easy.
I think love is the hardest thing to juggle ever.
Facts.
That's why it's the best emotion.
Yes.
Because when it works, it works.
Every human is complex and has different experiences. Love shouldn't be so hard that it ruins your life or mental health, but it will consist of hard times and you having to work together to create something beautiful.
100%. And I think, although a lot of people aren't in said scenario, when two children of parents who are still together start dating, I think they are in, this is obviously best case scenario, the best position to make love work because they've seen so much hardship, but at the end of the day, their parents still come together and they still love each other. Whereas you can't change whatever happened to your parents, obviously.
No.
But like you, for example, you've seen two people fight to a point where they gave up.
Yeah.
Whereas
Well,
I've never seen that. They gave up on their love.
No, fair, 100%. I remember, so I don't remember my parents' divorce. I do, though, my mum's second marriage. She's still with my stepdad. But I have seen them have a lot of issues. And then also seeing that and then the added issue of actually being a child of divorce always made it like, I for ages was just like, oh, marriage just sounds like too much.
Yeah.
Too
Whereas
much.
me, opposite end of the spectrum, like I've obviously seen my parents fight and bicker and do all that shit. But the next day or the next week, they resolved the problem.
Yeah.
I don't know how they did it.
No, I was actually.
So they did it.
I wanted to ask you, when you're older, you're married, and you have kids, if you and your wife are having a fight or an argument, because it happens all the time.
Yeah.
You know, like at least once a week, Beth and I will have an argument about something that is then resolved within 10 minutes, but it happens all the time.
Put
Right?
the seat down.
Something like that.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah.
And so you're going to have so many just little love tips with your partner. Do you want to do it where it starts in front of your kids and you would move it elsewhere? Because should you have an argument in front of your children and then maybe move it away, but then be like, okay, me and your mum had a fight. Sorry you had to see the start of that. Here's what happened. Here's how we resolved it. Like, do you reckon that's a good way to do it?
Definitely. That's an approach I think would deem to be healthy.
Yeah.
I think if you're smart enough to recognize that when you're fighting, pause, let's go solve this behind closed doors, and then explain to the kids what happened. I think that's really healthy.
Yeah.
But in reality, when you're in the heat of the moment, you fucking did this, you did that, and your kid's just there, you don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
But I think that's a great tip if you can do it.
If you can do it, yeah.
Yeah.
You got to be healthy enough. All right. Next one. Love is a feeling. What do you think? I'll tell you the contradiction. This person said, no, it's a considered action taken daily that you choose to do. Don't choose it and you lose the love. Butterflies are simply hormones being triggered that will not last forever.
Okay. That one I think is a mixture of both. Like if you want to get scientific, I agree with that.
True, yeah.
But if you want to believe in love, I think it's a feeling as
Yeah,
well.
same. It's like I have times where maybe I'm alone and the realization that I miss Beth is like, oh, I love her.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I feel like it's a feeling.
Yeah, but there's definitely like moments in time where you have to consciously make the decision to be in love. I guess,
100%, yeah.
Which makes sense.
Because love technically is work.
Yeah.
You have to it's not a big thing, but you want to remember to maybe open the door for her. You want to remember to tell her that she looks beautiful or that he looks handsome. You want to. It's easy to forget to do those things. You need to remember to give them a kiss each time you see them. You need to remember to book dates because it's so easy to, especially once you start living together. Beth and I haven't really been. I think we've been on one. We haven't been on dates since we moved in together.
I want to get into that's called housemate theory, but also it's funny how you just described how you view love and the actions that like scientifically are backed behind love.
Yeah.
But other men, everything you just described wouldn't be their version of love.
Really?
Well, yeah, like heaps of men would just be like, oh, we're in love now. That just means like, that's it.
Like I provide for you.
Yeah, like I might
buy you
take
things.
you to the pub every once in a while.
Yeah.
But all that shit, that's just like, must be nice to a lot of people.
Interesting.
Like that's your version of love, which I agree with.
Interesting. Yeah.
But a lot of men, their versions of love, which they consciously choose to love their partner, only entails, I don't know, taking them to the pub.
Or sex.
Putting a roof over their head and sex. I don't know, paying the mortgage.
Yeah.
Like that type of shit. Whereas yours was the actual feelings involved in love.
Interesting, man. Because that's what I like out of it.
So do I.
Yeah.
I think that's what makes it beautiful. But going back to housemate theory, have you heard of this?
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah, it's where like when you first move in with your partner, a lot of people get scared that all that like emotion and like that you want to see them goes away because you're constantly with them. Like you wake up next to them, like you're 24/7, you're with them.
Yeah.
So how are you feeling with that?
Ooh, good question. I do say I love being there. Housemaid theory. Interesting. I wonder. I miss Beth when I'm not there. Like, I miss Beth and Henry, and I want to be there. Maybe I'm trying to think about it, right? Like, busyness wise, which isn't the greatest excuse, but so we haven't been on a date since we moved in together, and it's been a little over a month. So maybe that's one thing I need to jump on. And then I don't know. We've been doing. I don't feel like a housemate yet, and hopefully it never happens.
When you go on dates, is it always you like, hey Beth, would you like to go on a date with me? Or is it sometimes like you're both sort of like in a conversation and then like it's sort of like, oh, we're due. And then like the next couple of days.
Sometimes, every now and then it could be like, oh, we're due. But quite often it would be either one of us saying, can I take you on a date?
Yeah.
Yeah. It'll be like a little like special thing.
I always ask, but sometimes it's like, where'd you? And then I ask.
Yeah. It's like,
never-
oh, wait, we haven't been on a date for a while. Wait, do you want to go on a date? Yeah.
Sometimes I play around. I'm like, when are you going to ask me on a date?
Oh, yeah, I do that all the time. Yeah, I do that all the time.
Because it's definitely like 10.
I do that all the time. Yeah.
I like to feel special.
Same, yeah. Okay, here's my last one.
Yeah.
They should just know. And then it starts with the question, do you know everything? Everyone grew up differently and received love differently. Allow space to communicate needs and wants before you expect things to just happen. Hugely different from the bare minimum.
I love that one, actually.
Yeah,
I think
like
the biggest misconception about love is that you should know that everything's going to be okay, or you know what to do, or you know how to feel.
Yeah.
Where in reality, you change as a person. Your partner changes.
100%.
She does something. You do something. The world does something.
Yeah.
And then you don't know how you should be feeling.
No.
I think
facts.
that like unknowingness should be more normalized. It's like, you're like, oh, well, like, it's not doubt, but it's like just a different feeling that you're like, I don't know how to deal with this.
No, 100%. I agree.
Yeah, I think that's a great tip.
Yeah. Saying like they should just know. If you're complaining about something and a friend of yours goes, oh, well, he should just know or she should just know, I would just be like, shut the fuck up. How are they supposed to know? I haven't told them yet.
Yeah.
How are they supposed to know? No one can read your mind.
And I also think it's like somewhat healthy to like second guess things in your relationship.
Yeah.
That's like human nature.
Second guess everything.
Yeah. And if you just know that like that's fine, like it's like not trusting your gut.
It's a weird way to put it, but a relationship's kind of like a business deal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if you had a business and a big old fat deal came up, you'd be thinking about every single aspect of it. You'd second guess it.
Yeah. I think that's healthy too.
It's human nature.
And then you communicate your second guesses with your partner. And then she like says, oh no, this is how it is. And you're like, oh, well, that makes me feel better.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's normal to second guess.
Very.
Yeah, I like that a lot. You know what time it is. Baddie sign off time. It is pinned at the top of this episode and also link in bio on Instagram. Scroll to the bottom and it says sign off an episode. I think it's got a picture of Jake with his arms crossed.
Lovely. If you want to sign off an episode, sign up. Today, we are calling Bridget.
Let's do it. Should I say Bridget? Is that you?
Hello?
Bridget, is that you?
Yes?
It's Scotty and Jake from the Relatables podcast. How's it going?
Oh my god.
Hello.
Stop it. Oh my god. Hello?
Hello. I saw you resubmitted and said, I keep missing phone calls. Is it you guys?
I didn't know if it was you or not. I kept missing them.
Can confirm last week we tried to call you twice and we had to go to someone else because you wouldn't pick up.
No, I'm so sorry.
All good.
You
All
sent
good.
us a voice message.
I was in a uni class and I was like, who the frick is this calling me?
Fair.
And I was like, oh my god, it could be Jake and Audie.
Very. Honestly, I'd
And I
send you
was
the
like,
voice messages.
Stop
too.
it.
Funny. Anyways, we would like you to sign off the episode for us, Bridget.
Oh,
what have you got?
god, I would love to. Can I give some advice?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, so my advice is that stress and all of that is temporary, and if you stress too much about something, you put yourself through it twice. So try and just live at the moment while you can.
Yeah.
So try and live in the moment
Yeah.
while you can. I love it.
Yeah. I really
Yeah,
like that.
thank
That's
you.
sort of on
Thanks.
theme for the episode.
Oh yeah, our
Oh,
episode
really?
kind of so
Yeah,
kind of, I don't know.
a little
Stop,
bit.
maybe.
I'm so glad. I listen to you guys religiously. Every single time you post, I'm like, yay, put it on straight away.
Thank you,
We
thank you,
appreciate
thank
you,
you.
Bridget.
Really love you guys.
Have a lovely rest of your day.
Thank you, you too. Nice
See
to
ya.
talk to you.
You too, bye.
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 That's hectic, eh?
What a weapon.
Oh, thanks, guys.
We love you.
Stay bad.